down the river Ganga, this is the final frontier, the point at which the Ganga meets the sea. But even on her last leg, her grandeur is undiminished. Supporting some of the largest mangrove forests in the world, these forests are also home to the highest densities of tigers in India. So welcome to the magical, mystical world of the Sundarbans. The Ganga ends its journey in the Bay of Bengal. But before that, it breaks up into an intricate maze of distributaries to form the world's largest river delta, the Sundarbans. A network of waterways and vast mangrove forests. This is nature at its pristine best. And yet, with over 200 man-eating Bengal tigers calling it home, it is one of the most dangerous places to live on planet Earth. This tigress had strayed into one of the villages. After much panic, it was caught and released back in the forest. The panic we see is understandable. Every year, 50 people are killed here in tiger attacks. And the chain link fences also. I head out with local forest officers to see how they keep humans and tigers safe, especially when their habitats overlap. तो ये सारा अपने लोगों ने फेंस कर दिया है। पूरा फेंस कर दिया है। कितने किलोमीटर का होगा ये पूरा? ये ऑलमोस्ट नहीं, ये इनसाइड में नहीं है। ट्रेन रोकने के लिए ये साइड में है खाली। ये अंदर में कहीं नहीं। That's one step forward in the Sundarbans tiger reserve. ये सब new metaphors. The forest department has been busy putting up these fences across the 54 islands that dot these waters. The rangers say these fences have saved lives.
यहाँ टाइगर जो आप जानते हैं खतरनाक बोलते हैं वो खतरनाक है. मैन ईटर तो मैं नहीं बोलूँगा. वो अगर हम लोग इन्फ्रिंज करें उनके जगह पे तो वो तो मैन ईटर बन जाएगा. हम लोग प्रे है.
So ये गिर गया है यहाँ पर. I see points in the fence where tigers have torn through or jumped over the nets looking for food. This means every day the forest guards head out to repair the nets. A tedious process that's a lifesaver for local villagers. But it almost cost forest guard Devnath Mandal his life.
The tiger attacked me. I tried to fight him off. I suffered an injury to my head. A staff member was present there. He took me to the hospital.
6 months later, Devnath is alive, but with one side of his face paralyzed, a grim reminder of the perils of working in Tigerland. Not far away, another team that needs to take care. These young scientists are on a mission to count tigers. So this odd-looking contraption you see here is actually what in scientific terms is known as a camera trap. It's basically got a camera fitted inside. It's got a sensor, so as soon as there's any movement across it, it'll take a picture. Now this is considered to be a state-of-the-art technology to count tigers. Ratul and his team must select an ideal spot. One that is frequented by the big cat, and yet a place where the cameras will be secure.
From the month of Jan, we have started deploying camera traps. Till date, we have deployed about 41 camera traps, and the minimum estimate of tigers that are found in South Bush Forest Division is 20. The minimum numbers are 20.
Each tiger has its unique stripes, which are used to identify the animal. So imagine me to be a tiger on all fours. I'm ambling through the forest, and right in front is the camera. The tiger doesn't know that, and this method really is the least intrusive method for not just photographing tigers but also counting them, knowing more about them, what kind of habitat they live in. So I'm a tiger, I'm going off.
Yes, some of the photographs and
The camera traps have revealed many hidden jewels of the forest. So do a close-up of this because Ratul shows me this footage of a never-seen-before cat that has excited wildlife scientists across the world. Everyone's saying that there was a new species discovered,
yes.
but it wasn't actually.
yeah, it was a melanistic leopard cat.
Experts now say that Ratul and his team had filmed a melanistic leopard cat, a leopard cat that was darker due to extra melanin. May not be a new species, but still a rare sighting in the Sundarbans. The camera taps have also captured this highly elusive fishing cat. And of course, several amazing Bengal tigers. I'm spellbound watching the clips of the tigers. It's like getting a peep into the secret lives of these kings of the Sundarbans without their knowing. In this watery world, there are creatures of all shapes. I watched the fiddler crab as it displays survival skills. Carving out mud like a skilled artisan, creating this natural lid to seal its home and keep it from flooding when the tide comes in. Just another of nature's many miracles. Start of a very exciting evening. I've come to join the local theatre group here. They're going to depict to us visually what the legend of Bono Bibi is, who is Dakhin Ray, why is the tiger venerated. A Muslim invocation followed by rituals Hindu in form, the Bono Bibi theatre showcases the unique subculture of the Sundarbans. The story is simple. The jungles are ruled by the demon king Dakhin Ray, always hungry for human flesh. Not surprisingly, in his hunt for humans, Dakhin Ray often takes the form of a tiger. A battle ensues between Dakhin Ray and Jongoli, Bono Bibi's human brother. But finally, forest goddess Bono Bibi strikes a truce between the humans and the predators of the forest. Dakhin Ray agrees to share the jewels of the forest and to protect its inhabitants. Next morning, I join these honey collectors and head back into the Sundarbans. These men extract honey from beehives found deep in the mangroves. This is a hetal grass. It's a local grass which is found all across Sundarbans. And what they're going to do is, they're just lighting it up. The smoke from this grass will protect us from being stung by the bees, but it will also smoke out the hive so they can then extract the honey. मालूम है कहाँ है वो? Ori Baba! Oh, I'm scared already. The bees have started buzzing all around us. Oh my god. They're going to cut the hive now and basically take the honey from it. I'm going to step out because there are very angry bees over here. This There's a bee in my pocket. Oh my god. Chala gaya? ठीक है. The men slice up the hive, making sure they leave behind some for the bees and come away. The entire operation must happen fast. Oh god. हाँ, शायद भी मिल गया. Back in the boat, they assess their catch. कितना किलो? कितना रुपया किलो?
ओ 250, 100, 150.
The oldest in the group is Muchiram Shikari. He's been collecting honey for almost 20 years, despite many run-ins with the tiger.
There were 5 of us on the boat. When the tiger attacked us and took away one of my men, we scared the tiger off with our sticks.
Muchiram's children are educated and have secure jobs. Yet, he says he will continue to collect honey and fish in these waters. Despite its perils, he says it's the only life he knows. Coming up after the break, I go fishing. Oh my god, that feels awful. It feels like jelly. And lend a helping hand to a critically endangered animal. And off she goes. That's... The Sundarbans are resplendent with wildlife. From spotted deer to the monitor lizard, to turquoise blue fiddler crabs. And then these odd looking fish. Yes, fish that can live on land, the mud skippers. And I've been invited to help on a conservation project. I'm hoping this female is not going to attack me. She's very angry right now. This is basically a captive breeding center which has been set up by the West Bengal Forest Department. They're trying to breed this very critically endangered animal in captivity. And off we go. So we're going to release her in this big pond. The plan is to shift this female terrapin to a bigger pond and off she to allow it to breed. The terrapin had almost vanished from the Ganga because of poaching. If the breeding is successful, these creatures could make it back to the wild. Up you go. That's all. There she goes. The rich marine life supports thousands of fishermen here. Baba Sindhu Mandal takes us out fishing on his country-made boat. He lets his giant funnel-shaped net into the waters. Once inflated, it looks like a huge blue whale. It is then kept immersed in the water for several hours. It's time to roll up my sleeves and get my hands dirty. We often tend to romanticize life in the Sundarbans. You know, it's all about the magical waters here. But what one forgets is the hard physical labor that the people have to endure who live over here. Okay, that's the fruits of our labor. Oh my god, that feels awful. It feels like jelly. And it's a jellyfish. So, an indicator of how rich the marine life is over here. I'm going to put it back because it doesn't feel nice. There's some prawns there, there's some crabs, some fishlings here. Iska अच्छा मिलता है ना पैसा? Huh? Life as a fisherman in the Sundarbans is tough, most living on the edge of poverty. What's worse is that this region has now been identified as a climate change hotspot. Severe cyclones have become more frequent. Bhabha in fact was among the lakhs rendered homeless when Cyclone Aila hit the Sundarbans in 2009.
আয়লা যখন আসে তখন আমরা বাঁধ
When Cyclone Aila hit, we were on the embankments. Our homes, everything was destroyed. We had no proper food for weeks.
Experts are now suggesting that the people of Sundarbans need to be climate ready, and one man is helping them do just that. We've got Dipayan here with us. He's going to take us to one of the villages where they're trying climate adaptive technologies. I know that's a lot of jargon, but you're going to help us understand what that really means.
Definitely.
How do we get to the village?
Yeah, we have got a small vehicle over here which is locally known as the engine van.
Okay.
Some people call it helicopter also.
Okay, I'm going to hold on tight. And off we go. Bye. When tropical storms strike, most mud embankments built to protect crops are simply washed away, flooding fields with saline seawater that then destroys crops. With rising sea levels due to global warming, this problem will only worsen. Dipayan's idea is to secure the embankments by planting a unique salt-resistant grass.
They are the members of the Farmers Club.
Okay.
So they are taking this initiative because it's a community work basically.
What we're looking at is khas.
So these are the
Dipayan has been convincing farmers across the Sundarbans to adopt vetiver or the khaskhas grass. So what makes the khaskhas grass so special?
The root is almost more than 2 meters in length, and this helps also in binding the embankment in such a way that later you can reap the leaves, you can reap the roots, and very much it can help in alternative say livelihood.
In the water world of the Ganga, on the last leg of her journey, such interventions will be crucial to maintain that delicate eco-balance. Before I leave, I simply must get to Ganga Sagar, the point where the Ganga actually meets the sea. Having accompanied this river through hundreds of kilometers across towns and cities of India, we've reached our final destination. This is the point where the river Ganga blends into the sea. It's time for us to say goodbye to the river, and I leave perhaps with a sense of relief, maybe also sadness at the thought that India's most sacred river is today also India's most polluted. A life giver for millions of people. Maybe it's time that we gave the river Ganga some rest.
विस्तार है पार प्रजा दोन पार करे हाहाकार निशब्द सदा ओ गंगा तुम गंगा बहती हो क्यों नहीं दिखता नष्ट हुई मानवता भ्रष्ट हुई निर्लज्ज भाव से बहती हो क्यों करे हाहाकार निशब्द सदा ओ